welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you the Bahama challenge. The good, the bad, and the ugly. When you come on to this challenge happens about once a year, and it's been going on for the past 4 years. So we have one for 2025, 24, 23, and 22. And it usually happens around June. So if you want to know when's the next date, hit up the Bahama challenge on Facebook, and you should be able to see when is the next date for the Bahama challenge. Hopefully by the time you see this video, they already have the update of when they're going to have Bahama challenge 2026. So now, Bahama challenge, don't get it confused. You're not going to NASA, you're not going to Freeport, you're not going to the big islands. You're going to a really small island called Bahama, Bahamas. 60 miles just east. And if you ever get lost, just hit east, okay? Eventually you'll hit the island. If the waters are clear, it shouldn't take you no more than 3 hours to get there. If the waves are horrible and you're only traveling about 10 miles an hour, it's going to take you about 5.5 hours. So there's a difference. When it's clear water, you'll get there real quick. 60 miles on a 1 full tank. But when the waves are horrible and you're not doing 30 or 40 miles an hour and you're doing 10, your engine is working overtime and you're going to have to refuel halfway through the trip just to get to the island. And I know this from experience. We even had one guy who had a 28-gallon tank on his CD Pro Fish, and he still managed to run out of fuel. So always be prepared for this trip. Always carry extra fuel. I would say a minimum 10 gallons. 20 gallons is too much. At least a minimum of 15 gallons. 15 gallons or less. So 10 to 15 gallons. If you do make it across the island with no issues on a full tank of gas, there's a good chance you're not going to need to use your spare fuel, because once you get to the island, you can go ahead and refuel. Now, I highly recommend you refuel at the island. Don't use your gas cans. Use that as a last resort. Okay? Why? Because you picked up fuel from America. You picked up premium fuel. Here at Bahama, there is no premium fuel. It's just regular boat fuel. That's all it is. And the reason why I tell you that is that in the event, if you have any fuel issues, at least you have premium fuel on the side. And you can mix that up. This trip is a challenge. It truly is a challenge, but it can be rewarding in the end. We are having extremely fun snorkeling, playing with the stingrays, playing with the sharks, socializing with lots of people on the island, getting to meet people from all over, the country. It's a great way to socialize with all kinds of people. And mostly everybody is friendly. Everybody's, is helpful. Unfortunately for 2025, this is a boat right here that ran out of fuel. 28 gallons, thinking that it should have been way, way, way enough to get to the island. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because he had too much on his boat. On his Sea-Doo, with all that heavy weight, with his spoiler, his tackle box. I guess, to me, I just feel like maybe that was just too much. Maybe that was a drag. That spoiler, I'm assuming is some kind of like a tarp or some kind of tent, pop-up tent, so he can stay chill under the shade. And then he's got his Garmin, and he's got his marine radio. So, and he's got his huge anchor, guaranteed not to move. To me, so that's what's up. He's ready to go. He's got it. Yeah, see, this guy was super prepared, but he still managed to run out of fuel. Had he carried an extra 5 gallons, he probably would have made it all the way to the island. But yeah, huge difference
I ain't got a big
between
old winch.
a clear sunny day and a rough day.
300 feet
When the
to
waves
the
are
floor.
rough, you're not gonna make it in under
Got his
3
little
hours. It's gonna take you
spoiler
6 hours.
ready to hit the night shift. Big box to store his fish. Cutting board to
But
cut
it's
'em.
super fun once you get there. It's like a relief. It's kind of like
Fishing poles.
you're seeing God for the
That's
first
what's up.
time or something. Or, you know, we had one guy,
He's also
he got
holding
completely
28
lost.
gallons, and
I'll
this
show you
rider
here in a
ran
little
out of
bit.
fuel.
And he was just thanking God.
And by the looks
He was
of it, the
thanking
way
God
he has it
that,
set
you know,
up around,
he made it across.
and
He
look
was
at that.
all
He
by
looks like he ready
himself.
to,
And I tell
in
you,
case
I
the boat
highly
sinks,
don't recommend that
he
you
already
travel
got
by
flotation
yourself.
around the system.
If you do travel by yourself, make sure you have a big
radio,
boat.
well, marine radio.
If you travel through a jet ski,
he just
well,
put it
I
all
mean, just
into
make sure your radio is working, and
one Sea-Doo.
hopefully, if you run into any trouble, you can call somebody in for a rescue, or maybe somebody in the big boat has a radio on, and they can stop by and help you out.
Run at night so it can stay legal.
But truly, this is a
We have the
challenge.
green and the red,
but it is
and of course
rewarding.
in the back you have like your little white light, which I'm sure you can just use a light in the back to stand out as a white light in the back. Yeah, it's a Florida rider. It was a tough mission. We got some more over there. It was a tough mission on Thursday. Thursday was more like every man for himself. It was postponed for Friday because the waves were too strong or too high. Whenever you change the mode, release the trigger, and then on the throttle, release the throttle, and then put the throttle on again. Yeah. First, you gotta take it out of eco mode, and then release your throttle.
So you press the mode button, you take it out, but it doesn't, and then you had to release the throttle and then hit it again? Okay. Didn't seem to switch.
Yeah, you gotta release the throttle. Once you change the mode,
Yeah.
release your throttle, and then throttle again. So.
Okay. Because I don't want to be in sport mode, but every once in a while I need to catch up, you know?
Yeah.
So what you must have on this trip 100% all the time is one, make sure you have a radio, a marine radio, to communicate not just with your group, but with anybody who's going to be in the area. And if worst gets to worse, you should be able to call the Coast Guard. Hopefully somebody will be able to help you out, or maybe a boat nearby. Spark plugs, bring them in case something goes wrong. Maybe you need to switch them out real quick. If you do find
Gio,
out
what you
that
got going
your
on?
engine is starting,
Alright, we're
but it's
here
not
at
firing,
Bimini.
I highly recommend
Let's-
that before you change your spark plugs,
Alright, put it in.
Before you
It's
change
gonna-
it,
it's gotta hold
make sure you
6
take them all
skis.
out first,
Yes.
Let's go, push it in.
and then start the engine and see if any water comes out. If water is coming out,
Put it on your feet.
just
And
keep
then you
turning
just
that engine over and over and
step
over.
in.
And
That
then
was
stop
simple.
for
That
a
was
little
way too
bit.
easy, Gio.
Get your
And safe.
a towel
That's
and just try to dry it up as much as possible inside the cylinder, and then turn it over again, and then repeat the process over again. Dry it, turn it, dry it, turn it, dry it, turn it until you see no more water. Once that's been cleared up, go ahead and put in new spark plugs. Hopefully that'll help you out and it'll fire up your engine. Why does water get inside the cylinder? One of the reasons why is because, in my experience, I believe it's because there's too much weight on the PWCs, and your PWC is not designed to travel long distance unless you have the Fish Pro. If you have the Fish Pro from Sea-Doo, they can handle extra weight because that's what it's designed for. But every other Sea-Doo, Yamaha, Kawasaki, and they're designed to just to be in the area. Like travel on the lakes, go short distance. They're not made to travel long distance. And I think that's what happens, especially since your PWC is going to be sitting in the water for 3 nights and 4 days. That's right, 3 nights, 4 days on this Bahama Challenge trip. So yeah, have your tools, octane boost. I really going to need it to make the fuel a lot better if your fuel is bad. That's why I also suggest that you do not use your extra fuel until you really need it. You might need to mix up that premium fuel with the regular gas fuel. What else? Pack light, bring your tools, marine radio, lots of sunscreen, bring an umbrella if you can. You're going to need the umbrella because there's going to be a lot of sun and you're going to come back and bake. It's going to be like an apple. Or you can do like what this guy is doing. He has his whole face covered up, long sleeves. Also, get yourself some gloves too. Protect your hands too, because you're going to be using that throttle a lot, all day, every day. This ain't no 2-hour trip and we're done. No, this is all day event where you're running all day Thursday, all day Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday you're going back. And then as we got right here, we got stingrays. And to be honest with you, I'm scared of, messing with any kind of fish. But I had one guy who was out there and he was playing with the stingrays and he actually had a good time, trying to feed them. And one of them sucked on his thumb. They didn't have no teeth, but they were just like nibbling on his thumb, and it kind of freaked him out a little bit. But he was just trying to feed them and play with them. And we got sharks here. I think these are more like sand sharks. It's really fun to come to the Bahama Challenge. You just got to make sure that your equipment is ready to go. So I highly recommend that before you go on this trip, make sure you have a fresh oil change, fresh spark plugs, brand new battery. Even if it's 2 or 3 years old, still go ahead and change it. You're probably due for a new battery regardless. You can bring some extra jumper cables or jumper booster. That'd be great to start the jet ski, just in case somebody's jet ski doesn't want to start or just needs to jump. It's a challenge, and then most insurance do not cover jet skis that go past international waters. So that's another challenge too. If you didn't know, if you end up breaking down, it's like $5,000 to tow your jet ski back. And if you're gonna file for insurance claims, you best not tell them that it crashed or it burned down or it sunk in the Bahamas, because they're just gonna deny your claim right away. So just tell them that it happened somewhere off the coast of Miami. Here's a ship. It's a concrete ship, which has been there for quite a long time. People climb on it, people jump off of it. That's one of the exciting parts of coming to the Bahamas. Is you come up to the sunken ship, and people are snorkeling, people are diving. You can manage to get a jet ski inside the ship. You don't mind getting little scratches here and there. This is a real popular hangout where everybody hangs out. And there's all the extra fuel. See, like all this extra fuel that you're carrying, you don't need to be carrying that whenever you're hanging around the Bahamas. Like, you're fine. Traveling from Miami to Bahamas, yes, but once you're at the Bahamas, 1 full tank should be good enough to get you around the islands where you're going to be enjoying the activities. I highly recommend that you do do stupid stunts with your jet ski, as you are far away from, America. So just try to keep it normal, try to drive responsible. And on this place, we call this the Honeymoon Harbor / Gunplay. This is also another popular area where everybody hangs out. Clear waters, go do snorkeling, go to snorkel. You get to see a bunch of stingrays. And we also encounter a wedding. No, we didn't crash the wedding, but it was cool to see that there was a wedding going on. It's real beautiful out here in the Bahamas. It's like a complete different. It feels great. Lots of sunshine. Nice throughout the whole year. So if it's too cold where you're at, come on down to the Bahamas. The temperature is just right. So what else? You also need your passport. Check in with customs. No, that's to check in with
Oh, is that a shark right there?
And then you check in with customs.
Oh, shit.
Cruising permit. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I hate to bust a bubble, but I don't even think customs.
Oh shit, there's a shark.
Check your status. I guess as long as you got a beanie flag on the back of your sailboat or jet ski, you should be fine. But I'm not encouraging it, but if you want to risk it for the biscuit, go for it. And then here we have a situation where my friend threw his anchor out in the water while the engine was running and sucked in that rope. So we had to take the pump out, clear the rope, and we got him back on the rope. And here is part of my group, chilling out. That's what's up. I'm glad that my friend Jesse was able to find this couple and help us out. It doesn't take too far to get away from Miami, and you'll run into this beautiful blue water. Not clear, but blue, or this beautiful blue water. And yes, it's still salty. No, it's not clear water. It's not drinking water. Just because you see that blue water doesn't mean it's drinkable. It's still salty. Don't drink it. What else?
This one, brother.
Oh yeah, here we got.
So my group I went with,
this guy right here, he'll tell you he saw.
they ended up leaving me because I
God.
had some problems with my ski. So I had to come and ride by myself, Prince, all the way to Bahamas, baby. They go to Bahamas right there, Prince. They go to cruise ship. I rode all by myself, bro. God is good. God is good.
Yeah, don't ever ride by yourself. I don't recommend it. See, these are the type of water waves you want to run into whenever you go to the Bahamas or back to Miami. These are the waves you want to be on. Not the 3-foot, 4-foot, 5-foot waves. No. These are barely like maybe a half a foot to almost a foot. And that's perfect conditions to ride across the ocean. yeah, you need your passport. You're also need to purchase a cruising permit. You also need your yellow flag. Yellow flag indicates that you're coming in. You have to check in with customs. And the Vietnamese flag is indicating that you did check in with customs and everything is good. And unfortunately, one of our members, not my group, but one of the members of the Bahama Challenge, his jet ski sunk and they had to abandon it, and they left a yellow life jacket on there to hopefully give a warning that there's a sunken PWC out here, so be careful not to run into it. I don't know the story of it, if it ever got recovered.
Serves me well.
Or what, but yeah, they had to say farewell, goodbye, rest in peace. And yeah, this is the speed you want to be traveling across the water, about 30 to 40 miles an hour. That's the perfect speed to go to the Bahamas. Here we have my group, Jesse. He's fixing the, he's sitting down there, feeding the stingrays.
Yeah. You got mine? Hey, Sue, look here. Yes. Malibu purple. Not any big boy.
He was looking for a free meal.
Yeah, and there's a meal right there.
Oh, Jesse?
Yeah,
Jesse.
Jesse's a meal. Wait till we go to the shark area and we can use them as bait.
Oh, we need to save some bait then.
Oh, you're crazy.
I'm trying to think what else I can tell you about this trip. Oh yeah, and disclaimer, this Bahama Challenge group, if you do attend it for 2026, do keep this in mind. They're not going to be holding your hand. They're not going to rescue you. They're not going to call for help. You are pretty much on your own. So it's really important that as soon as you show up to the group meeting, the day before the launch, you socialize with as many people as you can, just in case in the event that you need their assistance. Because somebody in the group is always going to have some kind of knowledge, whether it's mechanic knowledge, medical knowledge, troubleshooting experience with the jet skis. Yeah, you want to try to make as many friends as you can at the group meeting, so don't try to keep yourself away from others. Don't try to do a single group. Just socialize with as many people as we can. Look at this guy right here. He doesn't even care if a car drives by. Like, bump, out of the way, move it. He doesn't even care. He's like, okay, hit me. Okay. Here's my group again. We're taking a little taxi across from the south to the north side of Vietnamese. Yeah, they got like a little taxi that takes you from the south to the north. $3 a head. And they run like pretty much all day and all night. Here's a marina where we stage up our jet skis, and in the background that's where our hotel is at, the Airbnb. We didn't see no water running inside the house, so that was kind of like a little bummer, but it's all right. And then we all kind of push ourselves to carpool in one cart to get to the taxi. I love it when the plan comes together. Again, big shout out to Jesse, meeting these nice folks that had their own boat, their own go-kart. Well, not their own go-kart, but they rent one, reserve one. That's what's up. Big helpful, getting us. And then here we got some sharks. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see no sharks, but these people did. And I know my friend Jesse wanted to see the sharks. This would have been perfect to see them. So yeah, I'm disappointed that I didn't get to see him. And here's the Airbnb. It was a breakfast cooker. Cooked breakfast for us every morning. That's what's up. Saved us a lot of money. His wife, his friend, girlfriend and his friend. And then here's the porch. Get a clear view of the ocean. From this point of view, this is where you can see everybody leaving Binimi or coming into Binimi. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ocean. It's like my own little private beach. That's what's
Bahama
up.
Challenge.
Bahama Challenge.
And here we are yelling, Bahama Challenge. Woo! More rough waves. You know, once you get to the waves are not too rough. To travel from the sunken ship, plane wreck, gunplay, cat play. The waves are not that rough. They're pretty smooth. But this video is coming from Miami, going to Binimi. Yeah, see how ugly the waves were? Yeah, that was pretty rough. And this is the beginning where we're all taking off from Miami. Sailing into the danger zone, not knowing what's going to be ahead of us. Alright, so let me try to wrap this up real quick. I don't want to bore you. I want you to enjoy these videos, these photos. Just remember, pack light, lots of sunscreen, bring an umbrella, spark plugs, tools to work on your PWC, marine radio, passport, socialize with as many people as you can, because you never know when you're going to need their assistance. Enjoy yourself. Don't get too crazy. You're 60 miles away. And when I mean don't get too crazy, I mean like just don't get too crazy where you're going to hurt yourself. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the island. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the hotel. The Hilton Hotel does have a casino if you want to gamble. They also have a DJ that plays music at the Hilton. And then there's lots and lots of places to eat on the island. But yeah, you don't want to end up in the end where you sunk your jet ski. And you don't want to end up getting hurt because you're far, far away from having to put stitches or whatever your situation is. Just have lots and lots of fun. Enjoy it. Make sure you wear some shoes. Don't be out there barefoot. Make sure you wear some good water shoes. That's really important. Watch your speed. Don't go too fast. You're going to get knocked off. Just have lots of fun, you know? And remember, make sure your equipment is good to go. Like I said, you will be out here on your own most of the time. You better know how to work your system. Better know how to fix it. I highly recommend you come out here with a group. If you come solo, it's probably not that good. It's really hard when you're solo. When I came out here in 2024, I came out here solo, and it wasn't all that good by myself. I mean, I still had a good time. I met lots of people, but when I had my own group, it felt really good knowing that I got someone to chat with, I got someone to hang out with, someone to help me out. Things get ugly, so that's what's up. But everybody's out here, just trying to enjoy each other and share stories. It's pretty fun. Highly recommend that you do come out here at least once in your lifetime on the Bahama Challenge. Or if you don't want to join the Bahama Challenge, you are free to come out here on your own, with your PWC or your own big boat. I probably would recommend the big boat. But yeah, big boat. Make sure you have a GPS on board. Me, I was using the compass. I knew that once I left the marina area over in Miami, I knew that all I had to do was look at my compass and just head due east. As soon as I was leaving the Miami area, I just head due east. And whenever you're going back home, just head due west. Every now and then, I was checking my Google Maps on my cell phone, make sure I was going in the right direction. I kind of use Google Maps as a way of, as a compass. That's what I was using. I was using Google Maps as a compass to make sure I was going in the right direction. But it is beautiful out here. The water is beautiful. It's amazing to escape the world and have no worries. No worries, my friend. No worries. Enjoy yourself. So, I don't know if I explained to you the good, the bad, and the ugly, but I guess the good is, you got a large community that, we're all hanging out with. The bad is that you might be stranded if you don't know what to do with your equipment. Most of them are not going to be able to help you out. The ugly is that your jet ski breaks down completely and you're stranded. That's the ugly part. And then you have to worry about how you're going to get it back, or just go ahead and sell it to a local person in the area and see if they'll buy it from you. That's the worst case scenario, is that your jet ski is completely broken. And if you were to tow it back, let me tell you, towing it back is going to be way worse. Way worse, because it's going to be maybe 8 hours or 9 hours if you get a boat to pull you back at maybe 5 miles an hour. Yeah, it's not really fun towing a jet ski back to America. 60 miles. It's not fun. And if they're only doing 5 miles an hour, think about it. How many hours is it going to take to travel 60 miles? Calculate that shit. Do the math. It's not going to be a smooth ride. So it's not going to be a smooth ride back. It's going to be awful. And hopefully whoever's towing you back, or hopefully you're paying them for their time. But good luck on the journey. I wish you all well. Hopefully none of y'all break down if you ever join the Bahama Challenge. And if you come out here by yourself, I wish you a good time. And and I tell you what, if you can handle the 60-mile trip, then maybe you can push it to NASA, or you can push it to Freeport. But going from Beanie Me to Freeport, you're probably looking at about maybe 70, 80 miles. So that's going to be a little bit further. So just make sure you have plenty of fuel. And traveling across the water, it's not like driving a car where you're going 70 miles an hour. Here you're doing on average 30 miles an hour. So calculate that. And if the waves are ugly and you can only do 10, that's just 10 miles an hour you're knocking out per hour. So have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Socialize with as many people as you can. The guy that puts this thing together, he puts a huge disclaimer. You're on your own. Don't come out here if you have no experience. I came out here with no experience in 2024, and I still managed to, make it through. I did have a little engine problem, but I managed to fix it. And then when I came out 2025, no engine issues whatsoever. I just stayed on top of it. I made sure that my Sea-Doo was not fully loaded or left loaded throughout the nights it was sitting in the water. As soon as I got to the island, I offloaded all my heavy gear, put it in the room. So I think that's the key to it. Have a good time, everyone, and I'll see you on the next video. And enjoy these last few shots. I love this crystal water. See, this is the water I'm loving. Oh, I love this shot right here. I love it. I tell you what. tell you what, I would probably sell everything I got and just move here if I wanted to. Start my own little jet ski rentals. I think that's how the logo for it. But yeah, it's beautiful out here.